It's always been one of the great ironies that companies cut back on marketing spending in times of down sales, because if you think about it, the one time when you really do want sales is when your volume is off. Part of the reason is that your market share reflects your share of voice, your share of spending. Marketers, however, we think about marketing not as an expense but as an investment. If you develop a great brand, it's cheaper to sell in the future. As your prices come down, your margin gets very small, and so you have no choice then but to look for ways of reducing cost. And whether that cost reduction comes from less advertising, fewer people to provide customer service, a smaller sales force, maybe cheaper raw materials, all of those things, they degrade your quality. People forget that marketing is, at the end of the day, it's a credibility game. It's about making a promise and keeping the promise. And when you make the promise and you don't deliver on that promise, the consumer basically interprets that as a lie. There is no way that you can do more with less by continuing to do things as you've always done it. It's physically impossible, right? You have to re-engineer. We've seen tremendous advances in manufacturing and operations as they've moved towards greater levels of efficiency by re-engineering their processes, by adopting the principles of lean manufacturing, and so on. I think that we have, at present, some of the most amazing technology that is currently completely underutilized. In times of recession, we talk about efficiency. Efficiency cannot be achieved without precision, and you cannot achieve precision without data. Technology has the capacity to give you the information to produce a better product and a better message and deliver it at the time when the customer really wants it, instead of it being a nuisance. And that's why this, I believe, is going to be the next 20 years of marketing are going to be golden years for marketing. We are going to find a whole new way of doing business, which is not dependent just on advertising and great creative. It's really dependent upon our ability to integrate marketing with the rest of the enterprise. One of the companies I think is doing it right is Harry Rosen. They're opening a new store in Calgary. Why? Because he believes in the future. So he is continuing to spend, and he's not spending indiscriminately. Rosen's has one of the best customer relationship management systems, data, and software that I know of. They keep very good track of who's buying and who's not buying. They spend according to customer potential. Apple is doing things the right way at present, introducing new lines. Rather than cutting the price of their products, they're also providing customers in their Apple stores with an exceptional customer experience, so that the customer doesn't feel slighted or cheated when they're doing business with them. I think that coming out of a recession requires senior management, in particular a CEO and the board of directors, to exercise a sense of vision and commitment that isn't required during boom times. The real keys: number one, don't cut your price. Number two, don't stop spending. And then finally, exercise in every way you can this whole concept of lean marketing. Look at everything you're doing and ask yourself, is it creating value for the customer? If it's not creating value, it's just creating cost. Get it out of your system, reallocate those dollars to making the right kinds of marketing investments for the future.